Morning, Piper. I'm sorry for ragging on you so much yesterday. I suppose you doing the wrong things for the right reasons is still better than me doing the right things for the wrong reasons. Speaking of which, there's someone I don't like downstairs. Should we go kill him without due process? Yeah, let's go do that. So it's day 20, and luckily for us, Kellogg, who was about 20 meters away from us while we slept for 7 hours, didn't bother coming after us. He's waiting patiently for us to, well, presumably he
You got
assumes that he's
guts
going
and
to win the
determination.
fight.
It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Hey, there you are. What was that?
Oh, I'm surprised I managed to land that. That was a guess. Did you just take a shot at me, Piper? How are we doing for weight, but
What can I do?
you can stop walking in front of me. 200 and... You know what? Let's start off the day by going through our inventory and dropping junk we don't need. So I was able to drop about 10 pounds. I could drop more stuff, but the stuff I'm carrying, like I mentioned in the previous episode, very valuable. Um, very
It's
hard
not
pressed
too
to
late.
pull me away from any of it.
Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. A lot of people can say that.
I think what they're trying to invoke is, let's see, in Fallout New Vegas there was Lonesome Road, and the whole message in that is you don't have to continue. You don't have to be here, and a whole bunch of bad stuff happens because you press on. And in New Vegas, they're right. There's nothing actually about that DLC that's required in the context of the game. You can actually skip it entirely. They don't really have that same option here. If you don't do this stuff, the game doesn't progress. So it doesn't really hold the same
Yes.
weight. I'll always take duct tape, but I'm already dropping screwdrivers, so this is novice. Well, I suppose it's already behind a locked gate, so
Got
for
it.
this to be a novice lock isn't too much of a stretch. No, I don't need the pistol, but I will take a lot of ammo. Wow. And you see a fat man with a whole bunch of... I don't think that'll be necessary. Let's see. Do believe there'll... Oh. I do believe there'll be one more turret, so let's
Sweet.
pluck that one off, and then... well, actually, while we have this open... I didn't mean to open it here, but while we have it open...
Where'd they go? Oh, now I...
Oh, seriously, Piper? It's just a turret. Watch, now it'll kill me. Alright, wake up, Piper.
Huh?
Alright, so I'm gonna do a bit of looting, and then we'll move on. There's less looting in here than I remembered there being. Power relay coil. Yeah, that's good enough. Feels bad not taking the circuitry, but well, we're always gonna see what's in an ammo box.
That's it.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
Yes, this is my talking gun here.
And there she is, the most resilient woman in the Commonwealth. You came a long way. Let's hear it.
Enough! Just... Where is my baby?
Lady, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Sean's a good kid. So maybe he's not quite a baby anymore, but he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son, he's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe, at home. In the Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute? How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
In 100 years, when I finally die...
Get off one more before that's out. Darn. Wanted to get that shot off before he pulled off the stealth boy. Perfect placing, Piper. This was not the rifle I planned to have out. That I had zero? What do you mean zero? That was a refreshing beverage.
I kissed the man who invented steel.
Where'd they go?
There we are.
Not bad.
How are you still alive?
One piece.
I think we need that.
Tech. You were barely human.
Sorry, I should have actually had a look at that. He probably should have used that second that second stealth boy while he had it. So let's take a look at Kellogg's 44. We're probably not going to wind up using it because it uses 44 ammo. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's the same perk as the shotgun, if you recall, but this weighs a lot less. We'll hold on to it and we'll take a look at it. You never know; it may serve a purpose in our loadout. And we can actually be a little bit more generous with what we're carrying. Oh, speaking of which, these never have anything good in them, but
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
that's an interesting assortment of materials. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. I know we dropped a couple of them, but what is this? Where did this come from? Look at that weight. Oh my god. Well, Wait, is this different than... This is something else altogether. I think I know what mod that's from as well. I don't think we'll be able to walk out with it, though. I think it's just too heavy. It's good weight to value ratio, so I'm going to see whether or not I can swing it, but I'm guessing it's going to have to go. Yes, unfortunately, it's very interesting, and again, I'm pretty sure I know what mod that comes from, and we will get there, but it's just, it's not as good as the instigating,
Nice.
which fills the exact same slot. So it's got to go. Oh,
Nothing
that's
but
where it came from,
garbage.
the legendary here. Sorry, I thought it was just like sitting on the ground. Undamaged camera. Well, sure. And how about you? You probably have some ammo. Oh, and the synth component doesn't weigh anything, and it has plastic. So, with that done, this door opens, and we are out of here.
Roof access.
Nice of it to just drop us up top like this. And with that, we have the big reveal.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
In our peace blimp, so first and foremost, we have a whole bunch of junk to drop. Not in a rush to sell a bunch of stuff quite yet. We'll have plenty of opportunities to be by stores. But by dropping off all the junk, we'll have room to pick up other stuff if we need to. You know, it's awfully tempting just to open fire on them right here and see what happens. I wonder if you can actually turn them hostile the second that they show up. You probably can. Fallout 4 is actually pretty good about that. For its faults, that's certainly not one of them. There, there is aspects of player choice in this that the other Fallouts don't explore. It's not really known for it, though. Indeed, one of the big criticisms of Fallout 4 is that it's not a very good Fallout game.
Hey, something's out there.
And while there may be some, there's some validity to that argument. Whether or not it's a good Fallout game, it is an excellent game overall. And one can be true without the other being inaccurate.
This is normal for other journalists. I can carry something if you need me to.
Not allowed. Well, technically it's allowed for me to give stuff to Piper, but I can't take it back. So I'll be keeping all this stuff, Piper. If you recall, I gave Strong a better sledgehammer, which, yeah, we don't have the weight capacity for this, and I don't feel like organizing my junk. So, oh, but you know what did happen? We leveled up. So we're done Idiot Savant, and the plan was to start moving strength up, because I need the carry capacity. The only other option would be to start moving Commando up. And that's not a terrible idea to get that started, but the main reason I'd want to do that is so I can make better use of my carry capacity, and it makes more sense just to go straight into strength. Plus, once I get it up to 10, which is only 3 more levels, I can go get the bobblehead, and I do intend, if you recall the special book, where you get one free special ability, you can only use it once. That's going into strength. Because eventually I do want to have a big melee component on this build, and strength is a huge part of that. But what that does mean is I can actually carry 10 more pounds before I get back to base. I'm probably not going to find 10 pounds worth of stuff, but it's nice to know it's there. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, who are we shooting at? Scavengers versus... Okay, so we're going to go after these guys first. Except we... I was not expecting you guys behind me. Oh, that was a lovely shot. Or a lovely, dive? What do you want to call that?
Let's dance.
I bet you the head takes more damage. Not enough, though.
Really held your own there, Blue.
I sure did. Wow, these guys only have pipe pistols. Well, that's interesting. An assaultron blade. Didn't do him much good, mind you. So I decided, as long as I was near Diamond City, I might as well clear out my inventory, and in doing so, I basically cleaned out Diamond City. I think there's maybe 150 caps, and that whole city's still floating around. I've got about 7,500 caps on me. Luckily, they don't add weight, although that would have made for an interesting dynamic. Tempted to see if there's a mod that gives caps weight. Not a lot, but you know, some sort of a reason to not keep gigantic amounts of caps. Anyway, I decided to keep Kellogg's pistol, and okay, I know from experience that textures like that, you're just gonna fall right through. Okay, well, I guess a little bit of hopscotch is in order. Oh, there we go. So Kellogg's repeater, if you, or Kellogg's revolver, if you recall. Whoa! Well, let's, So it only, seems to be this area so far. Hopefully this doesn't become a recurring thing. Anyway, that's a Bethesda game for you. We can overlook that, I suppose. Anyway, Kellogg's revolver. It refills action points on a critical hit. And since Relentless Authority increases the rate at which action points regenerate, if I can actually get in the habit of switching between them, I can have basically infinite action points. And I can also work in the hunting rifle. The question is, am I actually going to do that, or does that turn out to be too much to worry about in the heat of battle? We'll have to see.
Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir? Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Oh yeah, that.
Some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Aelin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. She shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think she has the potential of becoming one of the best.
I'm only in it for the spiffy uniforms.
Oh yeah? And here I thought you joined up for a sense of purpose and meaning.
Well, I got plenty
You
of
decided
that
to
already.
stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
That was the plan.
Let's just hug this out and get it over with. What do you say?
You can play it however you want, tough girl. It's gonna take a lot more than completing one mission to impress me.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
That's a stretch.
I never was good at following the rules.
If you intend to stay with us, I expect you to take my advice seriously.
Doesn't sound like
I only
advice.
ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's
You're
one
not doing
last
a very
order
good job of
business I
selling
wanted to
this.
Get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Fair enough.
Outstanding, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
She doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that.
I don't know. There are
Now,
fat mans out
I've
here.
received orders that we're both to report to the Pridwin. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first,
Not
they
gonna
could
happen.
certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Paladin.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Yeah. Can't wait to get up there.
I felt the same way the first time I saw it, too. We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
After rolling that thing in, you've certainly started a war.
You're right. There's no way this doesn't just lead to more death.
If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins.
That's a bit of a
Besides,
dated
why should we hold back when we have
comment
something
now.
like that at our disposal? That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
So I had crashed the desktop when I tried to enter here, so yeah, that quick saves to, well, here's hoping I don't get like some sort of crash loop out of that, but I do have other saves just in case. But cross your fingers. After you. Well, you see, this is why we save.
I'm just gonna hang on to my notebook.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use.
Now I got
You properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local.
I gotta stop drinking water when I'm parched. I actually get more experience if I have intelligence 6 instead of 7.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal.
They have some
Hopefully,
pretty crappy
their
weapons.
superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxson will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause.
they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival.
Hate to
Every
tell you, but not everyone
woman
in this
and
vertebra
child
believes
who
in our
loves
cause.
is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
I don't think we've been in anywhere near this area before. Guess it's lucky we're not using fixed-wing aircraft. I don't think this would make for a very good airport anymore. Commonwealth does look a lot different with this mod. I'm glad that there's no drawn issues. It is nice to see it forested like this.
There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
You know, I suppose it's kind of smart there are no Brotherhood on the ground at this point. You have to program in what they would do if you were to open up on them while you were landing on the Prydwen.
Hard to believe a place this vast was essentially a glorified bus terminal.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted her to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you,
Ooh,
sir.
that's not going to go
And
well.
my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Then what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. Not a relic from the past, playing catch-up with the rest of the world.
Hey, how did you know
If
about
Danse
that?
hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past.
What, this comes
I've
up
read
often?
Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
And I'm going to keep up with the quick saves because
preparing to address the crew.
I'm still skeptical we're gonna have stable gameplay here. All right, let's meet our new faction.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature
Nuke
of the
mine.
atom bomb. They call their creation the Sith, a robotic abomination of technology.
Yeah, he's still
that is
going.
free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their sins are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Can't
All right,
talk
well,
now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
that's not the most heartwarming
I care
introduction.
about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Uh-huh. If
If
you
you say
say
so.
so.
I can understand your indecisiveness. Turning your weapons on the very same people that you're trying to save can be a bitter pill to swallow.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
So we have two snide options, a positive option, and
I
an
know this is
overtly
overwhelming
negative.
for you, but I'd appreciate your attention.
That's a bit ambitious. Yeah.
I don't care about ranks.
Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get used to it. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Well, he's actually already done the one thing that I wanted from this,
Nothing new. Good. Carry on, Knight.
and that is to give me the rank
how did
of
it look out
Knight,
there?
We've got a lot of work.
which should.
Try it now.
Nothing.
I know there's got to be
Report
upgrade.
10
Oh,
minutes ago.
here we go.
If you can't fix it,
Always was a little
can
jealous.
there it is.
Me for no weight
Thanks,
gain,
brother. I owe
we
you.
can get 15 points of rad resistance, which is fantastic. Now let's see what else we can put this on. So that actually brings my rad resists up to 60, which is not bad at all. Now let's
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
oh, well, okay, that's not a big deal. We can wait for that.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He sounds pretty delusional to me. You don't actually buy everything he's saying, do you?
You shouldn't judge Maxon on his words alone. His actions prove his sincerity. I just hope you
It's not his
appreciate
sincerity
how
I
much of a
was
chance I'm
questioning.
taking bringing you into the fold this quickly.
That
Not
wasn't
to put
clever.
too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Good, because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute.
Half of
But
that.
first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Yeah, not yet.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Probably for a while.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What? Not even a thank you?
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
If you want my help, just ask already.
I wasn't aware you were interested, Knight. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Excuse me,
I should
Proctor
have
Quinlan.
technical documents
Please,
already.
finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done. Once you're finished introducing yourself, I've plenty of work to be done if you have
Captain
the time.
Cade?
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
My father said I used to sit way too close to the TV.
The television? Wait a second. Let me check my notes here. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard.
For the moment.
Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
I wish there was an answer to just say yes.
Well, there was this one really ugly guy in college. I mean, I had to get drunk and it was a dare.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone
Well, have
that
you met
hesitates
Maxon?
firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I don't necessarily need medical assistance, but I will rob you blind.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I didn't join up to impress everyone.
Alright, easy, Knight. I didn't mean anything by it. Our usual recruits tend to be wastelanders, and you don't look like one of them. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I understand.
Good. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor.
No.
There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
You must be in there for a reason. Maybe I'll keep my distance.
I'm only having a bit of fun with you, Knight. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
So if I'm out of caps, I guess I'll just defeat the enemy with my bare hands.
There's plenty of spare ammo and equipment all over the ship. You can help yourself to anything you can find. Everything in here is a bit more specialized and unique. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
As long as I don't end up in the brig.
Don't worry. Last thing I'd want to do is get our newest recruit in trouble. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
So let's have a look at what he's got. Actually, first, let's go ahead and eat.
I'll take a look.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
That's a maybe. But just a maybe. I think I'll keep my luck hat for the moment. I can always come back and get that later. But let's see if we can clean him out. Alright, let's head back up on the deck.
Tighten up the meter.
Like that?
Now split the difference.
There?
Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to get a mission from Maxim.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
I'm ready for experience points.
Just point me to the action.
I applaud your enthusiasm, Knight. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign.
I don't like that Fat Man shells are going to be a significant part of your campaign.
That stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
Keeping nukes out of the hands of super mutants? Oh, we'll do our best, all right.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong. And wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
I'll admit, I couldn't tell if Piper was serious or not.
Hey, point the way.
Piper.
You sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet. Unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?
That seems so appropriate. You know, for all her faults, Piper is adorable. Now, let me just make sure. What I don't want to do is get on the vertebrate that it's telling me to get on. Just make sure I'm on the... Okay. Okay, so it wants me to get on that one. And that is a terrible idea on survival because you can very easily get shot to pieces doing that.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research
Cold
patrol.
steel, angry scowl.
Remember your 3 C's. Cranium, crotch, center mass.
So, had another crash the desktop there. So, if you do this mission, normally the way you're supposed to do it is you take the vertibird over there and you get a minigun and you shoot at them from the air, and then if you're playing on one of the harder difficulty levels, what happens is your vertibird gets shot down and you die. So we're not doing that. What we're going to do instead is we're going to approach it on foot. I did, as we were going through the Pridwin, two things to note. That commando helmet, it's not really an option because the way my armor's set up, it's based on me using, there's holes in this bridge, and I think there might be mines too. That might be the next bridge. Yeah, actually, I think I've got another bridge to go before I get there. Oh, you know what there is here, though? This is a settlement I should open. The commando helmet would mean that I'd have to give up a piece of ballistic weave, so we're not going to do that. You have a mission for me?
Hey.
Did the Minutemen send you?
Yes.
They didn't send me, but I am a Minuteman. Is there some way I can help?
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders. Stealing our food and supplies. Do you think you can persuade them to leave us alone?
Don't beat around the bush.
Any idea how many raiders we're talking about?
No telling, I'm afraid. Well, this time there were 3, but who knows how many are back at their base.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, really? Thanks. I didn't know what we were gonna do about them.
Easy City down, so that's right there. But we're here. Let's do Fort Strong first, and we can do Easy City Downs at a later point. I guess we'll start with our sniper rifle. I have a spare suit of power armor here in case you wanted it, but realistically at this point... Oh.
Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh?
Huh. It's an XO1 suit as well. Now, I do believe what we have on... You lose a lot, you lose all your like plus endurance, plus agility, all that stuff you get to power armor, so won't be doing that. You know, I kind of wish I'd swapped this over to a 4x scope before coming this way, but I didn't. A Piper. I had a shot.
Oh, they feel too.
I think what happened there is Piper actually managed to hit him. And because of that, it wasn't the first shot. Let's go ahead and top up. Right. This is less than ideal. Let's go ahead and drop a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Oh, come on!
Human time is done! This is the end!
Secure Fort Strong is done? I mean, what about the behemoth? Now, was it just the one? Another chameleon. Not even very good value. Okay, well. I want to keep checking them. Piper's still alive? Yeah, presumably one of those 2 dots is Piper. Let's go ahead and... Okay, I wasn't sure about the water situation. I'd rather... I don't want to be thirsty. Parched gives me -1 intelligence, which actually means I get more experience, but while thirsty I think thirsty drops intelligence by 2, which would mean even more experience, but it also gives like -1 agility, so
Much better.
don't want to do that. Okay. I think it's a safe bet that that behemoth is still around. I hope I'm not missing a legendary.
You know what this place could use? Cover.
Oh, that was an ideal time to get that. Look at all that XP. No, Piper, please move. That's actually not... Why does it jump around like that? Oh, no, not missiles. You saw it jumped around on me a couple... It's because Piper keeps walking in front of me. Okay. Well, we're gonna forget them, so let's go ahead and drop the missiles right away. Hopefully not get shot while we're doing it. And let's take that level up. So we're at the point where we can actually start taking armor and gun nut. I would really like to just get strength done. What I'm also curious, does Science 4 actually do anything I need? I'm really skeptical. I'm gonna wait to see something that actually says, "Oh, you need Science 4" before I bother taking Science 4. But I am gonna go ahead, take another point in strength. I just want this done because, again, once this is full up, I can take another 2 points on top of it. So that's definitely something I want to do. Get all of our guns reloaded here. Oh, not good, not good. So you saw I did once in that firefight, actually make use of Kellogg's revolver. We'll see whether or not that becomes something that I manage to do on a consistent basis. But, you know, we're going to give it a try. We'll give it a realistic try.
What a bunch of junk.
So what I am hoping to find in here is a bed, because most likely by the time I'm done here it's going to be dark, and I would like to
Getting hungry?
start the day tomorrow with
No green stuff here.
Who could do something like that?
So boring.
would like to start off the day tomorrow by doing the settlement mission for them, by wiping out the raiders at Easy City Downs.
Wish a buckethead would show up. I hear something.
Get dumb.
Out there, somewhere. Game's over.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm hitting the reload button, but the reload button is also the search inventory button.
What did they?
That's what happened with the last one as well. I was trying to grab that rib cage. A lot of femurs around here. That's not the kind of sentence that you find yourself saying very often, eh? 42 weight to value. I mean, it's getting sold.
Spineless human!
You know, I guess with this much
That's in better shape than I expected.
weight capacity, I can actually be taking some of this stuff.
Gone now. Pity.
I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper. Brandon Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Of course, there he's talking about the Fat Man nuke launcher.
Couldn't part with anything, could they?
That sound!
Yes.
Let's head downstairs.
how do you find anything in here?
Well, there's bones. There's more bones.
What on earth could someone have done to deserve this?
No more bones. More bones. So, if you recall, bones can be used to make cutting fluid, which is oil.
Whine like puny human. You weak. What you say? Me said, shut up, or
Oil
me rip out
canister.
your tongue. Ah,
I think we can afford to take it.
fight you. Not worth it.
Okay, there can be a rocket launcher equipped guy in here, so Piper, you probably shouldn't be just... Oh well. I do believe I have a crit in hand, though. So...
We're not gonna stay smooth skins much longer if we don't get a move on. And I thought the lifts in Diamond City were fancy.
You can't hide forever!
Don't have to hide forever.
Gotta come out sooner or later! I hear something. I knew it! Gotta tear you apart!
Hey, there you are!
It's on me again. That sound! What is it? We are unstoppable!
Right there. For now.
This gun's a little bit insane. So, still hoping to find a bed, but becoming less and less optimistic about that. Well, there's our missile launcher guy. That went down a lot easier than I thought it was going to. I thought this area would
A lot of nifty toys in here.
level up with me, but it doesn't seem to have. Of course, mini nukes.
That is a lot of death.
Yeah, that's probably where that belongs, on the floor. Let's see if there's anything to be looted down here, and then we'll go talk to Dance.
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
More that I like experience.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler.
Did you
So
start
when
the
you
fight?
ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
One last cursory check. I didn't... Oh! I did see beds! Are these real beds, or are they,
Did super mutants decorate this place?
Yeah, they kinda did. I didn't actually see that room up there before. Let's have a quick look before calling it a night. It looks like,
Seen better days, hasn't it?
looks like we'll be able to stay here. These beds actually look much nicer than the other ones. Well, with some decent looking beds, let's actually take a look. We don't want to actually
A whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
we don't want to actually go to bed thirsty. It increases the disease risk pool. Was there anything else to check before call it a night? I guess not. Alright, well, with the Brotherhood formally met and Fort Strong cleared, that's it for the night. See you guys in the next one.